You are the resistance.
I'm Christopher Titus, people, and tiredly, this is the Armageddon update. Well, the Republicans have thrown in the towel, it looks like. Yeah, they have realized that nothing they have ever done or tried. What am I saying? They've never tried anything. And the only thing they've done is give billionaires more billions and started a war to distract from the pedo president and his suicided best buddy. Release the files! Sweet Potato Hitler and more than a few of his obscenely unqualified gang of henchmen and villains know they are in trouble in the midterms. I mean, unless Elon does his magic with the voting machines. And again, people, we unbelievably happen to have down ballots in all these districts full of Democrats, yet somehow they voted for President Schitzenpansen at the top of the ticket. You go, Elon!
He knows those computers better than anybody.
So because Republicans don't have a plan,
I have concepts of a plan,
or an idea, or an insight into immigrants in a country full of immigrants, they have gone to the mattresses from the 50s. Yep!
Even if there are only one communist in the State Department, that would still be one communist too many.
They're calling all the Democrats communists again. Even though Donorrhea Trump, shout out to Mark Hamill, great name, dude,
Impressive.
is friends and wrote love letters to Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-il.
and we go back and forth, and then we fell in love. Okay?
You know, communists. Now, they don't want communism for themselves in those countries, just the people they step on. Because here's a normal Russian home, and here's Putin's home. Yeah, that seems fair.
I love it.
Here's how scared the Republicans are of losing the midterms.
The communists. Communism.
So let's talk about that. What is communism and socialism, and what the hell do we have? Well, currently, in our current form in America, we have, and the clinical term is, a shit show. Yet, to distract from the absolute bereft, incompetent, evil, fuck the poor, fuck the veterans, and fuck you if you don't agree with them, people, farmers lost all their contracts again, and billionaires got tax breaks, and the people went broke paying tariffs. So now that they know they have screwed healthcare, gas prices, grocery, and housing, while at the same time starting an illegal war and violating the law by hiding the files from the worst pedophile in recent history. So what's their go-to to distract from all this incompetence? The Dems are communists!
Look, we live in dangerous times. We're fighting communism on our own shores.
Communism is on the ballot this November.
That's it. Look, people, we live in a capitalist country, and arguably, when it was at its best, was post-World War II, when Eisenhower, a Republican, built the interstate highway system. Taxes on the ultra-rich were 90% on profits over $200,000, which is about $2 million today. And that was before deductions. So the effective tax rate the ultra-rich paid was between 42 and 52%. But Reagan dropped that to 28%, basically cutting corporate and ultra-rich taxes in half. In fucking half. I wonder why the deficit exploded like a Hamas-issued pager. Yeah, not your taxes, though. Your taxes didn't get cut. Just the rich and the corporations. It was supposed to trickle down, like a golden shower. And we never even got that. In a 50-year study done by Oxford, trickle-down economics created more billionaires while the poor got poorer. People, Reagan closed mental care facilities, creating our homeless problem. He actually killed education. And now stupid people think the earth is flat and science kills you. And here we are, where after tax havens and deductions, the country's wealthiest pay between 1 and 8% in taxes, while you pay 36% federal and 6 to 13% in state taxes. Yeah, you pay between 40 and 52%, while Elon Musk last year paid less than 4%. Yeah, being the land of the free sure costs a fucking lot, unless you own the land of the free. Then you can keep the poor uneducated and just surviving on a minimum wage that hasn't changed in 15 years, while Zuckerberg builds another yacht to sail to his bunker in Hawaii. Yeah, it's not immigrants, people. It's not Antifa. It's not the socialists, and it's not even the imaginary communist boogeyman.
I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am.
The actual boogeyman owns planes, yachts, and companies. The system is rigged to keep you just scared enough, just poor enough to continue accepting the low-cost slavery that made them obscenely rich. Then they fight healthcare, so the terminal disease that eats your body and your bank account is all that's left. Rinse and repeat. And the sickest thing is some of the poorest people in this country are standing up and fighting for the wealthiest. The same billionaires that would crush them under the Lamborghini SUV without even blinking. Sorry. Their driver will do the crushing. Yeah, they can't get their hands dirty. In fact, go buy a new car just for crushing the peasants. Make sure it's a domestic brand. We don't want to dirty the Lambo. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Fuck, man. It's so weird when you look at it. Every time the Republicans are in charge, fucking poor people just keep getting raped over and over and over. And then they keep telling us, oh no, we gotta get raped like this because we go to communism, socialism, it's worse. Except